This is my audience. Hello everyone, my name is Martinez, and today I will be discussing a very controversial issue. Should California remove the three strikes law? There are pros and cons to this issue, and I will be bringing them to you as well as my opinion and what I think should be done about this. A major argument for removing the three strikes law is that the law was intended to put murderers, rapists, and hardcore violent criminals in prison for 25 years to life. But 65% of those in prison have been sentenced for non-violent offenses. More Californians are serving life sentences under three strikes for drug possession and for second-degree murder, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape combined. Another reason is that California spends $5.7 billion a year on prisons. The cost of incarcerating a single inmate each year is $30,929. Inmates over the ages of 55 cost the state $50,000 a year. California's Three Strikes Initiative became law on March 7, 1994. As of September 2003, California had incarcerated 42,445 people under three strikes. California has one of the most regressive three strikes laws in the country, and people are being locked up and are being treated like animals. Instead, people should receive job training and have them work to support their families. An example of why the three strikes law should be rewritten is the story of Leandro Andrade. On November 18, 1995, Andrade shoplifted 4 videotapes worth $68.84 from a Kmart store in Montclair, California. Instead of the 3 years such petty theft would have previously netted him, California's newly enacted three strikes law, combined with Andrade's prior record, sent him to prison for 25 years to life. Talk about the wrong time to steal videotapes. Like, there is people that want this law removed. There's also a handful of people that don't want it removed and think it's a very effective law and it should be kept that way. A major argument against removing the three strikes law is that an average of 1 million serious or violent crimes have been prevented every 5 years, and 10,000 Californians spared from becoming murder victims since this law has been passed in 1994. An amazing fact is that although California's population has gone up by 14 million residents, crime has not gone up proportionately. Unlike people who are against and with removing the three strikes law, I myself have a different view in regards to this topic and all the controversy that it has built up. In my opinion, I believe the three strikes law should be rewritten completely, not removed. I feel that it should be written as make the time fit the crime. In other words, theft shouldn't be the reason for someone to go to jail for life. I think serious crimes like rape and murder should have a severe punishment, but not things like petty theft, driving under the influence, drug crimes, solicitations, or traffic violations that just make less room in prison for the real criminals like rapists and murderers. I think it's an unfair sentence. If it was me and my third strike was theft, I know I would want a second chance and I'll be put in jail for life for something almost harmless. Meanwhile, a real murderer gets, for example, 25 years in jail for killing somebody just because it's their second strike. In conclusion, I believe this law should sentence the real criminals for life, not the ones with theft on the record. I'm not saying that stealing is right, but the time in jail that they give them because it's their third strike and we're caught stealing cookies is ridiculous. It's not only unfair, but it sinks California deeper into debt. This will help us not only financially, but also to put the real criminals in jail. You all have had a different belief in this topic, but I just wanted to give you some information to help you choose which side you stand on. This will help us not only financially, but also to put the real criminals in jail. Thank you all for listening, and you were a great audience, and have a good day.